Cup qualifying has officially concluded from the Coca-Cola 600, and Ty Gibbs has won his first career Cup pole. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. As I just said a second ago, Cup Series qualifying has officially concluded from Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600, and Ty Gibbs has won his first career Cup Series pole. Ty Gibbs has been very close to winning poles in the Cup Series throughout this year. The 54 team has been very fast, not just in practice, but in qualifying as well. And they've had a lot of speed during the races. And this is a really, really huge deal. As I just saw a stat from Jonathan Feld from the Racing Experts. This is the first driver to win their first career pole for the Coke 600 since when Eric Almirola won the pole in 2012. Ty Gibbs has some really good speed in practice, has some pretty good long run speed especially, and I think he's going to have a really solid chance and opportunity to maybe become the first driver to win their first career Cup race in the Coke 600 since I believe Austin Dillon back in 2017. Really big deal for Ty Gibbs. He's been inconsistent at points, had some good speed in the All-Star race before, unfortunately had some issues. I do think that Ty Gibbs will have some good pace. The Toyota's been really fast in the mile and a half so far this year. It's a really huge deal for Ty Gibbs. Congratulations to him on winning his first career Cup Series pole. It's a huge deal for him. Another pole win for JGR as well. Congratulations to Ty Gibbs on winning his first career Cup Series pole for this year's Coca-Cola 600 with some good pace in speed. So now we're going to talk about the top 10 qualifiers, talk about some notable ones that did not make the final round. So Ty Gibbs wins the pole. William Byron starting second on the front row. They actually spun out in qualifying, but they made a great recovery and nearly won the pole, got beat by Ty Gibbs. This is a team that really needs to turn it around. They've been very inconsistent as of late and recently. This is a really good start to turn that around. Starting on the front row, great job from William Byron. He'll be starting in second position. Christabel qualifies third. Another team that's been very inconsistent. They had a great run at Kansas a couple weekends ago, but they just have been very inconsistent, this 20 team. They've qualified very well. They won the pole at Kansas, but they've been very inconsistent in recent weeks. Third is going to be another really good starting position. They'll be looking to make up a lot of points. They'll be starting third. Great job by Christopher Bell. Martin Truex Jr. qualifies fourth, so a lot of Toyotas qualifying inside the top five. Great speed for Martin Truex Jr. I think he's going to have a chance to win the Coke 600. He won it back in 2019. He won it back in 2016. He's looking for his third Coke 600 victory. I think he's got a really good chance and a strong opportunity to win this year's Coca-Cola 600. He'll start in fourth. That's a pretty good speed in qualifying. Chase Elliott qualifies fifth, coming off of winning the Xfinity Series race earlier today. He'll be starting in the top five in fifth position. Great job by Chase Elliott. He's second highest qualifier for Hendrick Motorsports. He'll be starting in fifth. Great job for Chase Elliott. Alex Bowman qualifies sixth. He's been more than not inside the top 10 a lot of these races in qualifying, and a lot more recently especially. He'll be looking to get a lot of stage points as well. Good job from Alex Bowman, one of his better starting positions so far this year. He'll start sixth tomorrow night. Ross Chastain qualifies seventh. Last couple races, Ross Chastain has been qualifying a lot better. The finishes may not be there, but they've been qualifying a lot better. He's ran really well in the Coke 600 in the past. They go back to 2022 where he had one of the dominant cars. I think Chastain will have some good speed tomorrow night in the Coke 600. Tyler Reddick qualifies eighth, but he will have to start at the rear of the field because he failed tech 3 times. He has to start on scuffed tires as well and will also have to serve a pass-through penalty. Had major tech issues. He'll be starting at the back despite qualifying 8th, but I expect Reddick to be flying up through the field. He's been historically really great at Charlotte. He'll be starting technically 8th, but will go to the rear of the field. Michael McDowell qualifies 9th, the only Ford that made the final round. Once again, the Ford's really, really struggling on the mile and a half. I do think they're going to be somewhat fast when we get to the race tomorrow night. We saw how fast RFK was, and we've been seeing a little more speed from the Fords. We also saw Joe Logano win in North Wilkesboro. McDowell, though, the only Ford to make the final round. And by the way, he's not even going to be there next year. Really good job for McDowell. He's been the best qualifier for Ford usually this year. He'll be starting 9th, and Kyle Larson will start in 10th position tomorrow night. Kyle Larson has a busy day tomorrow. He'll be starting 5th in the Indy 500. Hopefully the weather can hold off so he can run the full Indy 500. And then, of course, he'll be starting 10th. Really, I think Larson could win both races. He's got the pace and speed, had a really good car in the 10-lap averages. I think Kyle Larson will be a major threat and contender to win the race tomorrow evening. Could win both races if the weather can hold off. Let's talk about some notable drivers that did not make the final round. Bubba Wallace just missed the final round. He made a mistake on the lap. He was in really good shape to be one of the 2 or 3 fastest qualifiers. I think he could have won the pole, had really good pace and speed. I think he's starting in 11th or 12th tomorrow, had some great pace. I think he'll be a threat for the win tomorrow night. Kyle Busch, another notable driver, ran the Xfinity Series race earlier today, finished 6th there. Kyle Busch will be looking to go for the win tomorrow night. Had some decent pace in practice and qualifying. He'll be starting at around 15th or 16th. Other notable drivers that missed it. Denny Hamlin did not make the final round. Really big shock there. Denny Hamlin has been usually really fast in qualifying, so didn't make the final round, unfortunately. I think he's starting around 15th tomorrow evening. Shane Van Gisbergen did not make the final round. He'll be starting basically dead last in the race. It's his first intermediate start in the Cup Series in a 1.5-mile run in Cup. He's, of course, looking to go full-time next year. He'll be starting near the back of the pack. Other drivers like Carson Osbar starting inside the top 20. Really good pace for the 77 car. And there's some other big names that are running that you have to watch out for tomorrow night. The big thing going into tomorrow night's race is that there is some weather in the area that could affect this race. There's some weather that's kind of going in late, which is going to be coming from Indianapolis with that weather coming in. And it's going to be a really busy day tomorrow. Of course, we got the Monaco Grand Prix. We've got the Coca-Cola 600 after the Indy 500. But again, hopefully the weather can hold off for the Indy 500 and we can get that in so we can get the full Indy 500 in, because I want to see Kyle Larson complete the 1,100 miles. The last time someone attempted that was Kurt Busch back in 2014 and unfortunately failed to go because of the engine failures. Again, the track's going to be very treacherous. We saw that in the Truck Series race last night. We saw that in the Xfinity Series race earlier today. Track conditions are going to change. Your car is not only going to have to be good in the early portion of the day, but your car is going to have to be good at night as well. I expect the Hendrick cars to be fast. Kyle Larson's won 2 of the 3 1.5-mile races so far in traditional 1.5-mile tracks. I think RFK is going to have some pace and speed. Chris Buescher is starting at the rear because of a crash. I expect Brad Exhaust to be pretty quick as well. 2311 is going to be fast. Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick, I expect both to be up front by the end. And I think JGR is going to be the other team to watch out for. So there's a lot of big storylines going in tomorrow night. A really busy day with Monaco kicking it off early in the morning. So that is going to be it for pole reaction qualifying for the Coca-Cola 600. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me to our Facebook and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links go below that, and comment your thoughts on today's episode. What are your thoughts on pole qualifying for the Coke 600? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and congratulate Ty Gibbs on winning his first career Cup Series pole. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we're going to have the starting lineup for the Coca-Cola 600 that will drop before the Monaco Grand Prix. Again, we'll have the Indy 500 reactions if that race ends up happening. And then, of course, we'll have reactions Coca-Cola 600, and we'll also have a Shane Van Gisbergen video, as, of course, will be his first ever Cup run on an intermediate track. Then on Monday, if the Indy 500 doesn't happen, we'll have a reaction to that. There'll be a NASCAR news video dropping on Tuesday this week instead of Wednesday, and a lot of great content dropping. There also will not be one on Monday because there's some big stuff in the works for me. I've got a lot of great content dropping. Once again, a lot of great things dropping that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. And remember, I am going to be at Gateway next week, so if you see me at the track, stop by and say hello. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.